Congratulations. Obviously a fight that was kind of a long time in the making, right? A ton of build up. How did it play out versus your expectations after all this time?
I expected a little bit more exchange on the feet, and it became more of a grappling match, but it was still gritty. I mean, you guys watched it from the outside, so I'd have to rewatch. Hopefully it was exciting. Hopefully, people weren't expecting some kind of crazy war, and then there's a letdown because we're just grappling and hugging each other. But who knows? I'm happy.
It was still exciting. I was curious about that, though, because I think you're right. I think that's the fight people expected, right? And then the first round, you end up on your back, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, did that catch you by surprise? Did it throw you off at all?
No, man. You see my fights. I end up on my back all the time.
You did show some grappling, some solid grappling as well, though. Some, submission at work, some transitions. Were you excited to kind of show that tonight? Or, would you have preferred to be standing on the feet the whole time?
No, I'm glad I'm happy the way that it turned out. Landed some good takedowns, several kind of a variety of different takedowns. Landed a cool sweep that I've been working. I'm really stoked when I get to do cool stuff actually in the octagon that I've been working on for multiple camps in a row. Yeah.
And I was going to ask you, I mean, 2 wins in a row now. I mean, it's got to feel good, right? I mean, I know that you were always positive and kept yourself up, but 2 wins in a row has got to feel good at this point.
Hell yeah. I wouldn't say that I was always positive, man. That five losses in a row was tough. That was, shit was rough.
What's clicking? Is there anything clicking now? I mean, can you put your hand on anything different from those losses to the wins?
I'm showing up on fight night. I feel like my preparation was always good, but you have to bring it to the moment. You could train and be in good shape and you look good on the pads and it's sparring, but you got to show up on fight night. You got to be a game day player. And usually I am, and I have been my whole career, most of the time. And I think that's really the key. It's just, I gotta just go in there and just put it on the line.
You mentioned beforehand that this was your last fight on your contract, right? So I guess there's a little bit of unknown on what's going on. What do you expect to happen next? I mean, what's your plan? Where do you feel like you're at, and what do you want to see moving forward?
No clue, honestly. I don't know. I have a few things that I got to get tended to. Got to get a few things fixed up. I don't know. I think there's a lot of variables with all that.
You both kind of made confused faces when they were reading the scorecards. Did you think when they read 30-27, were you confident that it was going to be you?
Yeah, I mean that first round he was on top most of the time. So some judges may have given that to him. I switched position and I feel like I landed more, I did more damage. So I guess it just depends on what they're judging on. But I think that was a fair score.
And that takedown you talked about, they said you've been working on, kind of lit up social media for a bit. Can you explain what went down in there?
Yeah, it's just kind of a sweep from southpaw. I've been working it quite a bit, and you just kind of, I don't know, do a little. It's kind of like a tie sweep.
Did you got props from Nate Diaz on Twitter?
I have not even looked at my phone.
Oh,
I've been trying to watch the fight that's happening right now and do my interviews with you guys.
Yeah, he just said that you and Matt are both beasts and gave you some respect that way.
Nice.
Are these the sort of fights you want to be in now? Fights with fellow guys who have been around the block, and sort of other icons and legends of the sport. Are those the ones you want to be in, or do you care who you fight?
I really don't. It all pays the same.
Do we know that you're going to go have to talk to the UFC about what's coming up next for you. Do you want to stay in the UFC, or are you happy to test the waters and go elsewhere if it needs to be?
I love the UFC, and I've had an incredible run. I've grown up under the Zuffa and WEC and UFC, but we'll see. I don't know. I can't give you an answer right now.
Congrats on the win, man.
Thanks.
Congrats, Carlos.
Thank you.
I'm a huge Rage Against the Machine fan, probably one of the most political bands of our generation, right? But what is it that makes you want to walk out to Rage?
I don't know. I mean, it's badass music. It's like a lot of There's a lot going on, and I don't know, it does it for me.
Very cool. Thank you, man.
Thanks, guys.